Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. We will be continuing with our subject estimation and costing. Today we are going to discuss material calculation for concrete work. In previous videos we have already discussed material calculation for brickwork and plastering work. So now let's see for concrete work. Calculate the material consumption for 15 meter long and 5 meter wide 20 centimeter thick PCC plain cement concrete 1:2:4 concrete work. 1 means cement, 2 means 2 parts of sand and 4 means 4 parts of aggregate. Now let's see. First step is to calculate the volume of wet concrete. Wet concrete can be determined by multiplying the length, width and thickness. Okay, so we have multiplied 15 into 5 into 0.2. 20 centimeter is converted into meter. Okay, that gives 15 cubic meter volume of wet concrete. Volume of dry concrete. 52% of volume of wet concrete plus volume of wet concrete. So 52% of 15 plus 15, that gives 22.8 meter cube. Now we have calculated the volume of dry concrete 22.8 meter cube. Now summation of proportion. 1 plus 2 plus 4 equals to 7. क्वांटिटी ऑफ सीमेंट कैसे निकालेंगे हम? वॉल्यूम ऑफ ड्राई कंक्रीट अपॉन समेशन ऑफ प्रोपोर्शन इंटू प्रोपोर्शन ऑफ सीमेंट इंटू 30. इससे क्या पता चल जाएगा हमें? नंबर ऑफ बैग्स रिक्वायर्ड. ओके, so substituting the values, volume of dry concrete is 22.8, summation of proportion 7 into proportion of cement. Proportion of cement is 1 into 30. That gives 98 bags required. Now quantity of sand. Volume of dry concrete upon summation of proportion into proportion of sand. Substituting the values, 22.8 divided by summation of proportion, that is 7 into proportion of sand. Proportion of sand is 2. So multiplying it with 2, that gives 6.51 cubic meter sand quantity. Now quantity of aggregate. Volume of dry concrete upon summation of proportion into proportion of aggregate. Substituting the values, we get 13.02 cubic meter quantity of aggregate. So like this we calculate the materials required for concrete work. Now let's discuss one more question. Find the material consumption for a cement concrete road. Length of road equals to 500 meter. Width of road equals to 3.5 meter. Thickness is 20 centimeter and concrete mix used is M15. 1:2:4. Okay. Now first step same. We will calculate the volume of wet concrete by multiplying the length, width and thickness. Thickness is converted in meters. So substituting the values, we get 350 meter cube as volume of wet concrete. Now volume of dry concrete. Volume of dry concrete equals to 52% of volume of wet concrete plus volume of wet concrete. 52% of 350 plus 350. 532 meter cube is the volume of dry concrete. Now we are going to use this volume of dry concrete to calculate the quantity of cement. Quantity of cement equals to volume of dry concrete upon summation of proportion into proportion of cement into 30. That will give the number of bags required. Substituting the values, volume of dry concrete is 532. Summation of proportion 1 plus 2 plus 4 is 7. 7 into proportion of cement. Proportion of cement is 1 into 30 equals to 2,280 bags required. Now calculating the quantity of sand. Volume of dry concrete upon summation of proportion into proportion of sand. Volume of dry concrete is 532 meter cube. Summation of proportion is 7 into proportion of sand is 2. So substituting 2. Okay, so we get the quantity of sand as 152 cubic meter. Quantity of aggregate, same, volume of dry concrete upon summation of proportion into proportion of aggregate. Volume of dry concrete is 532 meter cube. Summation of proportion is 7. Proportion of aggregate in this ratio is 4. Substituting the values, we get quantity of aggregate as 304 cubic meter. So I hope you would have understood how to calculate the materials required for concrete work. In next video we will discuss calculation of material for RCC work. Thank you for watching.